Okay, so boiling your strings. Some people say it doesn't work, some people swear by it. I guess we'll just have to give it a try. So if you don't know about the boiling strings method, it's basically you have your dead strings that you've had for a while that have a bunch of oil and other grime naturally that comes from your hands that just kind of wiped on it. You don't really have the clarity of the strings anymore. So basically you take the strings off and put them in a pot of boiling water, and apparently it just kind of makes them sound new again, or maybe new again, I'm not quite sure. So I googled boil strings to see exactly what the method and process I should be doing is. And it seems essentially that I just take them off, throw them in water. Some people say from 5 minutes to about 20 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna put them in for 20 minutes. And then some people say actually to put it in an oven and bake them after you boil them. I don't think I'm gonna do that either. I think I'm just gonna take them off, put them in, and then dry them off, put them back on, and see how they sound. So let's go ahead and take off this dead set of strings, and trust me, this set is pretty much done just because I used these strings on my bass every single night of my last tour. So yeah, they're pretty much done. And I'm gonna go ahead and give the bass a nice clean too, just because the strings are off and I might as well. So I have my boiling water and I wound up the strings individually and just kind of threw them in there for about 5-7 minutes to see what they would be like. So we can go ahead and put them back on and see what they sound like. So to my surprise, boiling the strings actually did make quite a difference in tone. So the first thing I noticed was how much brighter the strings sounded because I boiled them, and how much more clarity it was overall in my tone. And an even bigger difference in the tone was how the strings themselves felt. They didn't feel nearly as grimy or as gritty or as oily as they did before, and while they don't feel completely new and nearly as coated as a new set of strings, they do feel completely different and much better. So I want to go ahead and see what the difference is between this set of boiled strings and a complete set of new strings. So I think the new strings sound much more full, more rounded, and definitely brighter than the boiled strings, but I'm still extremely surprised at how well the boiled strings really hold up, especially compared to what they sounded like before I boiled them. And overall, in my experience, boiling your strings does make an audible and tangible difference, surprisingly. I really wasn't expecting it to at all. I expected it to feel a little better, and it make maybe a tiny bit of tonal difference, but not nearly as much as it did. But hey, this is just what I experienced. Let me know what you guys thought and how you think it sounds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.